Yo, what is up, guys? Oscar here with a new video discussing. This is going to be my mock draft 3.0 final video of the week. And you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to do every week. I'm going to be posting just brief videos, brief pre-videos, just talking about videos that I'm going to be dropping throughout the week. Just so that way it'll be easier. So that way I don't have to advertise every single time. What's coming up next, stuff like that. So look for a video starting tomorrow discussing the videos that I'm going to be dropping throughout the week. So with that being said, let's get right into this video. Washington mock draft 3.0. And for this video, it's going to be unlikely, but people can hope. But in this mock draft, I actually trade Washington's 19th pick. I trade up to get Washington's future quarterback. So, let's discuss this. So, Washington right now has the 19th overall pick. However, they trade with the Atlanta Falcons. They trade their 19th pick selection and their 2022 and 2023 first rounders for this year's fourth pick overall, first round for the Falcons. And with the fourth overall pick, the Washington football team selects Trey Lance out of North Dakota State. Some positives here for Trey Lance. Trey Lance is physical, athletic, is patient, keeps his eyes downfield, goes through his progressions, knows where his receivers are throughout, checks down when he needs to, is very fast, can, go deep downfield. He has an arm. And I'll discuss how Trey Lance can fit into Ron Rivera's offense, what he reminds me of. So some negatives, though. Negatives is he is not accurate downfield. Even though he can throw that ball downfield, he is not accurate. His hit or miss. Had one full season as a starter. Lance really only had 1 year. So here's the best case, and I'll talk about more of the best case scenario as well. So complete analysis, physical, athletic, has the arm strength, can do the read pass options, is a read pass option QB with size and potential to throw in and out of the pocket. Needs to tune his passing skills, needs more experience and playing time at a high level. Concerned about the thin body of work entering the draft team, must be patient and even sit for the 2021 season is what our analysts are saying. To be honest, this gives me Cam Newton vibes. And Ron Rivera loves guys that can run the. He had Cam Newton who was able to throw. He was able to run. Now, like I said, as I was stating, with positives and negatives and the full analysis, he only has 1 year as experience under his belt at North Dakota State. Now, here's the thing. Washington has Ryan Fitzpatrick. So what he could do, Trey Lance, if Washington were to draft him, somehow he either drops at 19 or Washington decides to, go ahead and, draft away first round picks, even though I don't think that's going to happen. Go up to 4, trade with the Falcons, go up to 4, and then, have draft Trey Lance and have Ryan Fitzpatrick start the season, and then, later either down the season, down the road, give Trey Lance some starts, or just have him wait out a year. He is your future guy. Gives me, Patrick Mahomes vibes. Who else needed some development and was incredible. Patrick Mahomes is the only one that comes to mind. So, that is my first round selection. Let me know if you guys like the trade. Like I said, there's two more. I'm gonna do two more mock draft, guys. I'm gonna be discussing one where I trade down. This one's about me trading up with first round. I'll be trading down in the next mock draft. So let me know what you guys think about this first round selection. So for our second round pick, 51st overall, Washington selects Jabril Cox, linebacker, LSU. Some positives: athletic, discipline, run and chase linebacker with solid size, agile, fluid movement laterally, and gets tremendous depth on pass drops, efficient, instinctive, and goes sideline to sideline, covering a terrific amount of area, remaining disciplined throughout the assignment, effectively reads the action and takes proper angles to play quickly, picks up coverage, stays with backs downfield, and plays to his ability, fluid hips, and possess good change of skills. Some negatives: not only stout, doesn't stack well against overly against. Give me one sec. The run struggles taking on blocks. Analysis: hardworking linebacker who plays tough, instinctive football, true 3-down defender, and a traditional 4-3 outside linebacker who needs to get a bit stronger to complete his game, coming tremendous amount upside, and with proper coaching and right system, he could be a quick starter at the next level. Now, here's the thing. Jabril Cox says here that he, with tremendous, with the right coaching, he fits better with the 4-3, and that's what Washington has, and with tremendous coaching. Now, I like this because he would be sitting under Jack Del Rio, one of the best. Also, Washington need those linebackers that can hit the running back. Washington doesn't have that. Reuben Foster was supposed to be that, but he hasn't been able to show his talent. So Jabril Cox could be that guy to hit, move sideline to sideline and hit those running backs. But the only thing is that, like I said, he struggles with. He's got to figure out how to defeat blocks. He's got to find a way to stop the run. Because that's something that Washington lacked last year, was stopping the run. So let me know if you guys think that Jabril Cox would be a good fit for Washington for at the second round. First third round pick, 74th overall, Eric Stokes, Georgia. Positives: underrated. He can, he's very, he can battle opponents throughout the route, tracks the ball well in the air, possesses excellent, length diagnosis, has a close burst, he has good hands. Easily intercepts the pass. And some negatives, though, and he can wrap up tackles. He can rack up some tackles. Negatives, though, and I think I've had Eric Stokes in the last two mock drafts. I just think that I like myself some Eric Stokes. So I say Washington should definitely go after him, because he gives me Marshawn Lattimore vibes. And he would be at the third round selection. You wouldn't have to, I wouldn't think you would have to trade up, because I got him at the 74th pick. So, like I said, very good with, intercepting the ball. And that's what Washington also, they need another cornerback, outside corner, to help out with William Jackson. I don't think that, Jimmy Moreland still is meh. And aside from that, what's this guy's name? Kendall Fuller is an outside guy, so we need someone. Fabian Moreau is no longer going to be a part of Washington's. He's gone. He's gone. Fabian Moreau is gone. So, Ronald Darby's gone. So Eric Stokes would be a good selection to get. Continue to solidify that secondary. Help out that secondary a lot. So that is the 74th pick, third round 74th pick overall for Washington. Let me get to my 76th pick here. Oh, here we go. 82nd pick, third round pick, 82nd overall. Washington selects Ben Cleveland, Georgia. Some positives for this guy. Ben Cleveland, large, wide body, blocker who's best at small areas. Strong, starts with a good knee bend and gets moving around the blocks, staying square, anchors pass protection, and easily turns defenders off the line. Keeps his head on a swivel, always looks to take opponents out, and works well with line mates. Some negatives: lacks footwork in space and struggles to adjust effective blocking in motion. Full analysis for this guy is a strong, tough power gap lineman who stands out as a run blocker. He needs to slim down and improve his agility if possible, but size and power are enough to Cleveland to make a roster as a backup and he's a right guard. Now here's the thing. That's the reason why I bring up the right guard. Washington is in an interesting situation with Brandon Scherff, where he's at a 1-year deal, and I think Washington needs to just move on from him. I think it's time to move on. If you're not going to re-sign this guy to a long-term deal, and you have until July 15th, I want to say. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. To get him to a long-term deal, but it's not looking. The last time I checked, Brandon Scherff, turned down the last deal that was offered to him. So, it's looking like he's going to be traded. So, unless he sticks around for one more year for Washington, I think that getting this guy would be a perfect opportunity. Have him learn. He's good as a backup now, but you never know what he could do in the NFL as a full-fledged starter, especially if he's sitting behind Brandon Scherff, one of the standout right guards for Washington over the last few years. So I would not be mad if Ben Cleveland would be drafted. Like I said, this is going to be their third round selection, a right guard, and also Ben Cleveland is linked to the Giants. The Giants like him a lot. So if Washington, if they snag him, then that would be a bonus. It'll mess with with the Giants draft board and all that. So I would love to make the Giants upset. Maybe get the next guy up if Brandon Scherff isn't here long term. You get this Ben Cleveland guy out of Georgia. Have him sit behind Brandon Scherff if he's just here for 1 year, and then have him start later down the road. So that is my mock draft for this 3.0 mock draft, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that it is just wishful thinking that Washington trade up? I know that it's not looking like they're gonna trade up. I think that it's more likely to trade down. I will cover a mock draft that talks about that as well later this week. But yeah. So if you're new to my channel, you like what you hear, you like what you see, you like Washington NFL you like NFL content, you like soccer content, European soccer content, that is, and American football content, this is a channel for you. I mostly cover Real Madrid and the Washington football team. Those are my two favorite teams, European soccer wise and football wise. So if you're new to my channel, you like what you hear, you like what you see, give me a subscribe. trying to get to 100 subs, guys, this year. So give me a sub so you guys can help me out get to my goal. Give me a like, share the video with your friends and family, comment to let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this mock draft. And I also want to know your guys' thoughts on what Washington should do in this year's draft. Until then, guys, keep it real. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.